Hello, little dreamers, and welcome to our story time. Snuggle up tight, get cozy, and let's drift away on an adventure. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house with a bright red door, lived two curious siblings named Lilly and Oliver. Lilly had hair the color of sunshine and a heart full of questions. Oliver had a mop of brown curls and a backpack, always ready for an adventure. One rainy afternoon, while exploring their grandmother's dusty attic, they found an old leather-bound book tucked away in a wooden chest. It wasn't just any book. Its cover sparkled with faint golden dust, and it seemed to hum with a gentle energy. "What do you think it is?" whispered Lilly, her eyes wide with wonder. Oliver, ever the brave explorer, gently wiped the dust off the cover. Engraved in shimmering letters were the words, "The Magical History Book." As he traced the letters with his finger, the book slowly creaked open. A warm golden light spilled from its pages, filling the attic with the scent of old paper and cinnamon. The lights swirled around them, and the pitter-patter of the rain on the roof began to fade, replaced by a new, exciting sound. Whoosh! Suddenly, Lilly and Oliver weren't in the attic anymore. They were standing on a cobblestone street, surrounded by towering pyramids that kissed the clear blue sky. The air was warm, and the sun shone brightly. People in white linen clothes bustled past them, and the sound of distant music floated on the breeze. "Oliver, look," Lilly pointed. "We're in ancient Egypt." A friendly cat with markings, like a tiny leopard, rubbed against Oliver's leg. An illustration in the magical history book had come to life, showing them the very same cat. The book, now floating gently beside them, turned its own pages. It showed them how the ancient Egyptians built the Great Pyramids, not with cranes and machines, but with clever sleds, immense teamwork, and a whole lot of spirit. They watched as giant stone blocks were moved into place, forming the magnificent structures that stood before them. It was like watching a movie, but they were right inside it. Before they knew it, the golden lights swirled again. This time, they found themselves in a grand castle with colorful stained glass windows. Knights in shining armor practiced in the courtyard, and ladies in beautiful gowns strolled through lush gardens. They had landed in the Middle Ages. The book showed them a picture of a grand feast. Following the map on the page, they peeked into a great hall where a king and queen were enjoying a banquet with jesters juggling and minstrels playing lutes. It was a world of bravery, chivalry, and dazzling celebrations. Lilly imagined being a princess, and Oliver pictured himself as a brave knight. With another gentle turn of the page and a swirl of golden light, they were whisked away to a new era. They stood on a wooden deck, the salty spray of the ocean misting their faces. Above them, huge white sails billowed in the wind. They were on a magnificent sailing ship during the Age of Discovery. The book showed them maps drawn by famous explorers, charting unknown seas and discovering new lands. They saw sailors using compasses and looking at the stars to find their way. They even spotted a pod of dolphins leaping joyfully alongside the ship, guiding it on its journey. As the sun began to set on their sailing adventure, the golden light grew softer, warmer. With one final gentle swirl, Lilly and Oliver found themselves back in the cozy attic, the magical history book resting softly in their laps. The rain had stopped, and a beautiful rainbow stretched across the sky outside the window. They had traveled through time, seen incredible sights, and learned so much, all without leaving their home. They carefully placed the book back in its chest, promising to visit it again for another adventure. As they tiptoed back to their rooms, ready for bed, their minds were filled with pyramids, castles, and vast oceans. They knew that history wasn't just about dates and facts in a book. It was a collection of amazing stories waiting to be discovered. And now, my little adventurer, it's time for you to close your eyes. May your dreams be filled with magical journeys and wonderful discoveries, just like Lilly and Oliver's. Sleep tight. Thank you for joining our story time tonight. If you enjoyed our adventure, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more dreamy tales. Good night!